Hi, my name's Vicky Hope Walker and I work for the National Paralympic Heritage Trust. Today I'm going to share with you another object in our collection. I think it's one that will really appeal to people. It's all about the flags. And I don't know about you, but I've always loved flags. There's something about their colour. They're all the same shape, generally speaking, and the way they depict things about the nations. Now, this book is the Flags and Anthems Manual for London 2012. It's quite a chunky book, and this is all about the protocols of the flags and the participating nations and the order in which things go. Why flags? Flags are a real defining aspect of the Paralympic Games, as they are the Olympic Games. They feature in the athletes' parade. They feature at the venues that are hosting events. They feature at the airports when people are coming into the country. And they also feature at the victory ceremonies. So they're a really important part of the Games, and they're a key visual expression of a nation and its identity, and therefore have to be handled really carefully with respect, all in the spirit of friendship, which the Games are of course about. So the protocol is all about in which order the flags go. That's pretty simple when it comes to the athletes' parade. There's a given order for how that is worked out, and everyone carries their own flag on. But when it comes to the actual events, I'm going to show you this on here. So the order in which they have to appear, first of all, we're talking about the Olympic Stadium at the opening and closing. And this column here is about the Paralympics, because this booklet is actually for the Olympics and Paralympics. And it relates to London 2012. So the first flag you have there is, you can see on there, the Paralympic flag, the Agitos, it's called. It's then followed by the United Nations flag, that whole thing of participation, friendship. You then have the flag that has been designed by the host nation specifically for the Games, and you can see our kind of London 2012 one there, followed by the flag of the host country. So that is the order that you would get at the opening ceremonies and the closing ceremonies. When it comes to the competitions, again on the Paralympic column here, you'll get the Agitos, followed by the flag of the International Sports Federation. So that's each individual sport has its own international federation. It will be the flag for that sport. Followed again by the specially designed flag for London 2012 in this case, followed by the GB flag. And then finally, when it comes to the hotels and the airports and the stations and things, you've got the Agitos, the specially designed flag for the Games, and the UK flag. And then, of course, when it comes on to the display of flags for the winners, they will obviously go according to the winners, the gold, the silver, and also the bronze. And when the flags are all displayed together, so for instance in the Olympic Village you will get all the flags. There's very, very strict rules that all the flags have to be an equal size to make sure that it's fair and nobody gets any sort of predominance from it. But there is one exception to this, which I think is really lovely because it's not square. And that is the national flag of Nepal. So, of course, size-wise, it would measure up to a rectangle as the others, but obviously with this rather unusual shape. And I wonder whether it makes it show out slightly more. So you imagine organising the Paralympic Games has so many aspects to it and is pretty complex. And I guess the person in charge of flags has a really important role to play to make sure that everyone's treated equally, protocol is kept to, and everyone is happy and that friendship continues and is good. That's it for today, but I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, if you ever come and visit us, do ask us to have a look at this. It is so popular. Children really love it. Adults really love it. And I expect what we ought to do is a good scan of it to share it for you online at some point soon. Many thanks. Bye-bye.